And the story that the entire country is talking about, even though it is related to the Chief Minister of Delhi. Why? Because it is a record of sorts today. Delhi is now going to be the one place which will have a Chief Minister in jail. A Sarkar straight from Tihar. That is the distinction that Delhi has as of the 1st of April. It may seem like a joke, but no one really is laughing. Anyhow, the Aam Aadmi Party convener was produced in court today after his ED custody came to an end. The probe agency sought 15-day judicial custody of Kejriwal and told the court that they may require further custody but at a later date. Today, here's what the Enforcement Directorate told the court. They said that Mr. Kejriwal has been non-cooperative during his custody and has been evasive with his replies. Remember, earlier the Chief Minister had refused to share the passwords for 4 of his digital devices, forcing the ED to reach out to Apple for help in unlocking the phones. Now the ED told the court that Kejriwal is being non-cooperative and concealing information. After listening to the arguments, the court sent Mr. Kejriwal to jail till the 15th of April, leading to an outcry. The Aam Aadmi Party workers protested outside Tihar, and Mr. Kejriwal both declared that this action is symbolic of dictatorship, and ultimately the BJP and Mr. Modi will be punished by the people of India.
कुछ कहना चाहेंगे देश के लिए अच्छा नहीं है कुछ कहना चाहेंगे देश के लिए अच्छा नहीं है कुछ कहना चाहेंगे देश के लिए अच्छा नहीं है कुछ कहना चाहेंगे देश के लिए अच्छा नहीं है
11 दिन उनकी पूछताछ हुई है। पूछताछ पूरी हो गई है। अदालत ने दोषी नहीं कहा। उनको जेल में क्यों डाला है? इन लोगों का एक ही मकसद है, इनको चुनाव में उनको जेल में डालना है। देश की जनता इस तानाशाही का जवाब देगी।
But all of the charges and the politics aside, the real issue now is of how Delhi is supposed to run. Remember, already 4 members of the Aam Aadmi Party are in jail, 5 if we count the communications in charge, Vijay Nair. Manish Sisodia has been in jail for more than a year in the Liquorgate case. Satyendra Jain has been incarcerated related to another case. Then it was the turn of Rajya Sabha MP Sanjay Singh, and now it's the CM himself. Today, the BJP said that this is a question of not just propriety but also possibility. Is it even possible for anyone to run the government while being a prisoner? And the bigger question is now President's rule for Delhi inevitable. That's at least what the Aam Aadmi Party is saying, that you want to throw us into a state of instability and use that as an excuse to impose President's rule.
कल उन्होंने एक दूसरी रैली की जिसमें उनके गुरु बदल गए। गुरु लालू प्रसाद यादव जी हो गए, क्योंकि लालू प्रसाद यादव जी ने तो कम से कम इस्तीफा दे दिया था जब वो जेल जाने लगे थे। अभी तक इन्होंने इस्तीफा नहीं दिया है। तो निश्चित रूप से यह दिखाई पड़ रहा है कि अपने गुरु की सारी शिक्षाओं को गुड़ गोबर करने का काम केजरीवाल जी ने आम आदमी पार्टी के अपने पूरे चाल चिंतन चेहरा चरित्र में दिखा दिया।
और जब अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को गिरफ्तार कर लिया है बिना किसी सबूत के, बिना किसी मनी टेल के, तो तुम लोगों को तो हम कभी भी पकड़ सकते हैं। और अब जब उनको गिरफ्तार कर ही लिया है तो हम राष्ट्रपति शासन की ओर धकेलेंगे दिल्ली को और फिर पार्टी को खत्म करेंगे, तोड़ेंगे।
But here is the more interesting turn of events. Here is what happened in court. The Enforcement Directorate gave 5 examples to show how Mr. Kejriwal now seems to be deflecting most of the blame away from himself when it comes to the entire Liquorgate investigation. In the remand note, the probe agency disclosed that when he was asked about his extent of interaction with accused Vijay Nair, Mr. Kejriwal said that Vijay Nair doesn't even report to me. He actually reports to Atashi and Saurabh Bharadwaj, both of them ministers in his cabinet. Then he was asked if that indeed is the case, how is Vijay Nair living in a minister's house? He lived in Kailash Gehlot's house and works out of the camp office of the chief minister. The camp office basically is a makeshift office that the CM runs in his house. Vijay Nair literally sat in Arvind Kejriwal's house, but Mr. Kejriwal says he doesn't report to me. He reports to Atashi and Saurabh Bharadwaj. Kejriwal evaded the reply to this about the camp office and said, I'm not aware who sits and works in the camp office. Point number 3. The CM was asked, what about the WhatsApp chats that show the involvement of Vijay Nair? Who gives him the authority to have all of these meetings? Mr. Kejriwal said, what is the authenticity of this digital evidence? He was shown evidence of 10 meetings that Vijay Nair has had with other accused in the case. People like Dinesh Arora and Abhishek Boinpalli. To that he said, I do not know what these meetings are. He evaded all of these questions and he claimed unawareness of these people. And finally he was asked about the Hawala money that has gone to the AAP's campaign in Goa. Remember, Aam Aadmi Party's national treasurer, N.D. Gupta, said that he gave a statement. He said, when he was asked about, all the poll funds that have gone into the Goa election, to fund the Goa election, purportedly from the kickbacks that were got for the liquor policy, he said that the election Prabhari is chosen by the party convener, which is Arvind Kejriwal. And it is through the election Prabhari that all of these funds go. Arvind Kejriwal says N.D. Gupta, who's my treasurer, is confused. He doesn't know who actually appoints the state Prabhari. It is actually the PAC or the Political Action Committee. Now, looking at all of these developments, the questions that arise are as follows. With the chief minister in jail, is Delhi headed towards a constitutional crisis and an eventual president's rule? And question number 2, that does Arvind Kejriwal sense the law closing in, and in trying to save himself, is he now trying to deflect the blame to his cabinet colleagues and party members? Is he actually getting ready to throw Atishi, Saurabh Bharadwaj, the treasurer, under the bus? Joining us on the debate, we have with us Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, Tushar Gupta, political analyst, Akashdeep Muni, political analyst, and Sanjeev Kaushik, also political analyst. Both of them support the Aam Aadmi Party. I want to start by asking you, Sanjeev Kaushik, how is the chief minister going to function out of jail? He's going to be in jail number 2. He is going to be under constant surveillance. He can sign only a wakalatnama. He can have 2 mulaqat in the entire week. How is he going to run the government? Sarkar from Tihar.
ये तो आने वाले वक्त में बताएगा. यदि वो चीफ मिनिस्टर रहेंगे तो कैसे रहेंगे, कैसे काम करेंगे. निश्चित तौर पे उसके लिए कोई ना कोई खाका होगा उनके जहन में, तभी इस तरह की बात कर रहे हैं. किस तरह से जेल मैनुअल को वो ध्यान में रखते हुए और उससे आर्गुमेंट करते हैं कैसे उनको सुविधाएं मिलती है, ये महत्वपूर्ण है. निश्चित तौर पे उन लोगों के लिए ये बेहद झटका है जो लोग ये सोचते हैं कि अरविंद केजरीवाल के जेल जाने के बाद में अरविंद केजरीवाल इस्तीफा दे देंगे, दिल्ली में एक नई खेल शुरू हो जाएगी. हालांकि शुरू करने वाले ने तो शुरू कर ही दिया है. तमाम तरह के वो आरोप प्रत्यारोप तो शुरू हो, इसका नाम लिया, उस पर चर्चा तो हो ही रही है. लेकिन इन सबों से अलग अरविंद केजरीवाल जेल में रहे, कहीं भी रहे, वो दिल्ली की जनता के लिए काम करते रह रहे हैं और सारी कैबिनेट के मिनिस्टर उनके साथ हैं और दिल्ली की जनता उनके साथ है.
हाँ, कैबिनेट के कुछ मिनिस्टर तो लिटरली उनके साथ है, बिकॉज यू ऑलरेडी हैव संजय सिंह, हु हैज, he's not a minister, he's a member of parliament. He's been shifted from jail number 2 to jail number 5. Manish Sisodia is in jail number 1. Satyendra Jain is in jail number 7. All of them in Tihar jail. Let's quickly show you who all are the people who are actually giving company to Mr. Kejriwal inside jail. You've got Vijay Nair. He was sent to Tihar on the 7th of October 2022. 1.5 years he has been in jail. Satyendra Jain. He's almost going to complete 2 years now in jail. Since the 13th of June 2022, he has been behind bars. Same, Tihar jail. Manish Sisodia, he has been in jail since the 6th of March 2023, which means he has actually gone over a year in Tihar. Then Sanjay Singh was sent on the 13th of October last year. And finally today, on the 1st of April, Arvind Kejriwal is also behind bars. The thing is, Sanju Verma, that all of these people sent behind bars, Arvind Kejriwal has now thrown down the gauntlet saying, you've thrown all of them into Tihar. Now I'm not going to resign. You are not going to break me.
Padmaja, I want to make a couple of very quick points. Last week, what did Kejriwal tell, to the court? He said that, I don't know, ये आप मनीष सिसोदिया से जाकर पूछिए, क्योंकि सी अरविंद जो मनीष सिसोदिया के पीए हुआ करते थे, शायद उनके सामने कुछ मीटिंग हुई होगी. मेरे नॉलेज में तो किसी मीटिंग का जिक्र कभी हुआ नहीं. या फिर आप जो पूर्व एक्साइज कमिश्नर हैं, अरवा गोपी कृष्णन या सुरेश गोपी जो डेप्यूटी कमिश्नर थे, उनसे बात कीजिए. So the first point is this, Last week, he threw Manish Sisodia's PAC Arvind, and the former deputy excise commissioner and the excise commissioner under the bus. This week, he's done an encore, and now he says, पता नहीं शायद वो तो गुजरात में पार्डन मी गोवा में जो कैंपेनिंग हो रही थी और गोवा में सारी चीजों का देखभाल तो आतिशी कर रही थी। सौरभ भारद्वाज और आतिशी से आप पूछताछ कीजिए, मुझे तो कुछ पता नहीं। विजय नायर वाज रिपोर्टिंग ऑन टू देम। आई हैव अ सिंपल क्वेश्चन, आई मीन पब्लिक इतनी मूर्ख नहीं है, पब्लिक इतनी नासमझ नहीं है। In a corporate entity, the buck stops at the door of the CEO. अभी CEO के खिलाफ यदि इल्जाम लगे, CEO turns around and says, अरे आप मुझसे पूछताछ मत कीजिए, मैं CEO हूं तो क्या हुआ? मेरा जो जूनियर असिस्टेंट है, वो जो मेरे 2 वाइस प्रेसिडेंट्स हैं, उनके साथ इन तीनों की आपस में कुछ बातचीत हुआ करती थी। The vice presidents used to report to my junior assistant. I mean, who on earth is going to believe this? So point number 1, Arvind Kejriwal is either incompetent, he was not aware of what was happening right under his long incompetent nose, or he was corrupt, but he's simply trying to deflect the blame, or he's both corrupt and incompetent, and most importantly, he's a hypocrite. Because if Arvind Kejriwal is saying that मैं जेल में रहने के बावजूद तिहाड़ के अंदर से सरकार चलाऊंगा और मुझे कोई दुनिया की ताकत नहीं रोक सकती, because you know nothing in the Delhi Administration Act of 1966 prohibits him from running a government in jail. I want to remind through your channel, Padmaja, your audience needs to know Rule 585 of the Delhi Prison Manual clearly says that you cannot run a government from within the jail confines. तो रूल 585 का उल्लंघन करते हुए क्या केजरीवाल जी दिल्ली की सरकार अभी तिहाड़ के अंदर से चलाने की ख्वाहिश जता रहे हैं? ये पर उनकी ख्वाहिश और मनोकामना पूरी होने से रही। एंड माय लास्ट पॉइंट इज दिस, इफ अरविंद केजरीवाल फील्स दैट तिहाड़ के अंदर से सरकार चलाने में कोई हर्ज नहीं है, बाय वर्च्यू ऑफ दैट लॉजिक आपने मनीष सिसोदिया का इस्तीफा क्यों लिया? आपने सत्येंद्र जैन का इस्तीफा क्यों लिया? By virtue of your own logic, आप उनको उनकी मिनिस्ट्रीज जेल के अंदर से चलाने देते।
Okay, Akashdeep Muni, answer this. कि this is classic, spoiling for a fight. You are saying I am not going to step down. I am going to make the government impose president's rule, and then I am going to say, देखो Hitler Shahi.
See, Padmaja ji, judicially, legally, there is no provision in the constitution which will say that Arvind Kejriwal should step down. There has been 2 petitions in the Supreme Court. Both of them has been disposed of for him to step down from the post of the chief minister. Morally, he is there is agenda against him. There is so much data which will say you that he has been forced to be in jail. He has done not a crime directly. Crime has not been proven as a impartial people. So morally, he should not step down. Now, constitutionally, how much he can deliver living in jail, this we don't know. But I and you both know that he holds number of chairperson position of number of constitutional bodies, and running that from jail will be a really tough affair. However, I must say this, that the MP lad funds of Sanjay Singh was able to use his MP lad funds after taking permission from Supreme Court. So if Arvind Kejriwal takes some permission from Supreme Court and does his duty smoothly, then he can run the government.
Okay, they'll find ways and means. They'll find ways and means, Tushar Gupta. And who knows, maybe the time in Tihar is going to be put to good use, because Arvind Kejriwal is reading a book called How Prime Ministers Decide. So he's preparing for 2029 also, because then he'll be all ready to figure out how Prime Ministers decide, in addition to Ramayana and Mahabharata. So Abhi is going to function as CM, then get ready to be PM in 2029.
Good evening, Padmaja. Always a pleasure to be on your show. Look, again, the Aam Aadmi Party is a party of TRP, theatrics, rhetorics and puppetry. But the question of who will be the CM and if Arvind Kejriwal can continue to be the CM has a lot of layers to it. If you look at the governor's role here, the governor cannot dismiss any minister in the state government without the advice of the chief minister. But here we are talking about dismissing a chief minister, or rather his government as a whole, where Article 356 comes into play. Akashdeep himself said that Arvind Kejriwal heads a lot of constitutional bodies. Now 356 comes into play if the state government cannot function as per the constitutional provisions. So you might not want to agree with the moral or the legal aspect here, but Arvind Kejriwal cannot run the Delhi government from jail. In which regard, the governor will now approach the assembly, which has a very strong mandate, elect a chief minister amongst yourselves. And that is where the problem is. Because since the day Arvind Kejriwal has been in ED custody, a silent battle has been brewing within the party in the background, between the CM-ship oscillating, the prospects oscillating between Sunita Kejriwal, who's giving letters from Arvind Kejriwal, and Atishi Marlena, who's giving directives from Arvind Kejriwal. तो एक जगह इमोशनल अपील है, एक जगह एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव अपील है. But today another twist has happened. Atishi Marlena and Saurabh Bhardwaj have also been named by none other than Arvind Kejriwal. So who is going to be the CM? If at all it's Sunita Kejriwal, does she have the support of the party? And if she's indeed, as per the Rabri Devri model as they're calling it, made the next CM, will the party back her? Because then Aam Aadmi Party becomes just like any other party, परिवारवाद की पार्टी. तो यहाँ सवाल ये नहीं है कि सीएम बन सकता है, नहीं. अगर बनाना है किसे बनाए और पार्टी को नुकसान ना हो, ऐसे कैसे बनाए? So I think
very interesting. Entire theory has been given here by Tushar. So respond to this, Akashdeep Muni. In fact, one visual also came out today from court where Sunita Kejriwal looked in good spirits and Atishi actually was looking quite upset. Is it because now she knows that she's being thrown under the bus and Mrs. Kejriwal is going to be the proxy chief minister? Arvind Kejriwal anyway from jail. He doesn't have to sign on anything. Earlier also he didn't sign on anything. He just said reviewed by CM. So Mrs. Kejriwal will take files. She will have them reviewed by Arvind Kejriwal and she will be Madam CM.
See, Padmaja, I don't have the foresightness to read minds or eyes or facial expressions. However, I'll say one thing regarding the points made by my dear colleague who has pointed out that now Atishi and Saurabh Bhardwaj are thrown under the bus. I totally disagree. This is a agenda which has been propounded by Bharatiya Janata Party troll army that today Atishi and Bhardwaj's name was named by Kejriwal. It is not like that. In September 2023, in the court itself, the lawyer of Arvind Kejriwal, Singhvi ji, said that Vijay Nair reports to Atishi and Saurabh Bhardwaj. You can check the records. The same statement is given in front of ED and court by Vijay Nair much earlier than to September 2023, that he reports to Atishi and Saurabh Bhardwaj. The same statement made by Arvind Kejriwal during interrogation. So there is nothing new. This is the old news.
So why is Vijay Nair sitting in the CM's camp office? Why isn't he sitting in Atishi's office or Saurabh Bhardwaj's office?
That you need to ask Vijay Nair.
But isn't it true that once Arvind Kejriwal was on a FaceTime call and he told one of the people of the South group, Vijay Nair is my boy?
Have you heard the call?
That is what the ED is claiming. You're right. These are all just claims.
My point.
Okay, these are all just claims. Sanju Verma, nobody is throwing anyone under the bus. And Sunita Kejriwal is definitely not going to be chief minister. This is all, conjecture by the BJP.
Okay, Padmaja, in addition to what Tushar mentioned about Article 356, Article 239AA and Article 239B of the Indian Constitution, these two articles deal specifically with Delhi, because Delhi is a special case. It's neither completely a state nor completely a union territory. It's a union territory with an assembly. Now, what does Article 239AA say? It says that if for any reason the chief minister or his cabinet colleagues are accused/convicted and the incumbent lieutenant governor, in this case VK Saxena, if he feels that the constitutional machinery in Delhi, in the National Capital Territory of Delhi, has broken down, he can recommend President's rule And in that case, the National Capital Territory of Delhi will come under President's rule, more so because the next elections are not very far off. It is in February 2025. So the LG can say that given that elections in any case are due in less than a year, and given that the top brass of the Aam Aadmi Party, including the sitting chief minister, is in lockup, the administrative machinery has broken down and the national capital should come under the aegis of the union government.
So why aren't you doing it now? Why aren't you doing it now? If indeed there is a breakdown of law and order and breakdown of constitutional machinery, why are you waiting? You know till the 15th of April CM is in jail. Do it now.
Padmaja ji, what is this? You know, the moment यदि हम जल्दी करते हैं, हमें बोला जाता, what is this? Why is it that you have, jailed Manish Sisodia? Now that, Arvind Kejriwal refused to comply with the first summon which was sent to him way back in October 2023, and we are just, ensuring that justice is delivered now, and BJP has nothing to do with it. The courts run independently. BJP से सवाल किया जाता है, भाई मॉडल कोड ऑफ कॉन्डक्ट के दौरान ही केजरीवाल को क्यों आपने गिरफ्तार किया? यदि हम 2021 में गिरफ्तार करते तो कहते अरे भाई साहब असम और बंगाल के चुनाव के दौरान क्यों गिरफ्तार किया? यदि 2022 में गिरफ्तार होती तो कहते अरे उत्तर प्रदेश और उत्तराखंड के चुनाव के दौरान अरविंद केजरीवाल को क्यों गिरफ्तार किया? But the most important point which your audience needs to know is this, and then I will put a full stop to what I'm saying. There are only two people who are constitutionally barred from not stepping down, even if there is a civil or a criminal proceeding pending against them as per Article 361 of the Constitution. It says there are only two people. यदि उनके खिलाफ एक criminal case pending है, even if they are not convicted or convicted, whether they are accused or not accused, that is the President of India and the Governor of a state. President of India and Governor of a state are immune.
Okay.
खिलाफ criminal proceeding होती भी है, they need not step down. This is what Article 361 says. But it says a chief minister has to step down, and the classic cases of Jayalalitha when she was first arrested in 1996, and then Jayalalitha was convicted in 2014, and she was automatically disqualified from being the chief minister. The Jayalalitha example is a classic example of why Arvind Kejriwal technically has lost the political and moral high ground to continue as the incumbent CM of Delhi.
Okay, the issue also is now in court. So we can debate this till the cows come home, but ultimately either the LG can recommend President's rule or the court is eventually going to adjudicate on multiple petitions on the issue that are before it. पर संजीव कौशिक जी ये बताइए, सुनीता केजरीवाल के मुद्दे पे कोई भी कुछ कहने से कतरा रहा है। आज का चलिए, अगर आप बॉडी लैंग्वेज नहीं रीड करना चाहते, कल की रामलीला मैदान की रैली देख लीजिए। मैसेज किसने पढ़ा अरविंद जी का? सुनीता केजरीवाल। 3 बार टीवी पे स्टेटमेंट किसने दिया? सुनीता केजरीवाल। सोनिया गांधी के बगल में कौन बैठी थी? सुनीता केजरीवाल। तो क्या ये प्रॉक्सी सीएम उनको ऑलरेडी घोषित व अघोषित चीफ मिनिस्टर हैं दिल्ली की?
देखिए पद्मजा, जानबूझ के इस तरह की बातें फैला करके ये फ्रिक्शन पैदा करने की कोशिश की जा रही है। आज भी जो बात हुई है लगातार उस पर चर्चा चल रही है कि अरविंद केजरीवाल ने जैसे कोई नई बात कह दी हो या अरविंद केजरीवाल ने कह दिया हो। जो बात अरविंद केजरीवाल के नाम पे जो दिखाया जा रहा है और
सुनीता जी की बताइए ना,
उस पे भी आ रहे हैं, उस पे
3 स्टेटमेंट सोनिया जी के बगल में बैठना, आज उनकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज इन कोर्ट, ये हमें क्या बताता है?
वही तो मैं उसी बात पे आ रहा था। ये जानबूझ के जो पैदा करने की कोशिश की जा रही है दोनों के बीच में। मैं बार बार ये बात कहता हूं कि विजय नायर ने आज से 1.5 साल पहले वो बातें कही हैं जो आज कही जा रही है।
सर, सुनीता केजरीवाल,
मैं उसी पे आ रहा हूं ना,
आइए ना, जल्दी आइए,
मैं उसी पे आ रहा हूं। ये जानबूझ करके भारतीय जनता पार्टी के द्वारा ईडी एक पक्षकार के रूप में शुरुआती दौर से ही काम कर रही है। वो जानबूझ करके जो सौरभ भारद्वाज हैं या आतिशी जी हैं, उनके प्रति मन में या उनके मन में इस तरह की भावना भरने की कोशिश की रही कि आपको अब दांव पे लगाने की कोशिश की जा रही है और सुनीता केजरीवाल के लिए रास्ते प्रशस्त किए जा रहे हैं, जबकि ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। ये तो 1.5 साल पहले विजय नायर अपने
सुनीता केजरीवाल कल मंच पर बैठी हैं सोनिया गांधी के साथ।
यदि किसी का पति जेल चला जाता है, पत्नी यदि घर से बाहर निकलती है और इस अत्याचार के विरुद्ध में यदि वो आवाज उठाती है तो ये गुनाह है।
अरे उनके मंत्री और सांसद दूसरी पंक्ति में बैठे हुए थे।
वो भी है ना, वो मुख्यमंत्री की पत्नी यदि निकल के बाहर निकलती है, यदि उस पर आक्रोश व्यक्त करती है, यदि मुख्यमंत्री की बातें वो लोगों तक पहुंचाती है, ये गुनाह है क्या?
चलिए, गुनाह बिल्कुल नहीं है,
उसका अधिकार नहीं है राजनीति करने का, उसका अधिकार नहीं है क्या? वो फिल्म में नहीं है क्या?
ये आपने
वो बातें
बिल्कुल
नहीं
सही
कर
बात
सकती है
की।
क्या?
राजनीति करने का अधिकार सबको है, पर अगर आप मान रहे हैं कि वो राजनीति कर रही हैं, दैट इन इटसेल्फ इज क्वाइट अ रेवलेशन। दैट इन इटसेल्फ इज क्वाइट अ रेवलेशन। 30 सेकंड तुषार गुप्ता का नाम
नजरिए से लगातार ये बात कहने की कोशिश की जा रही है कि वो क्यों। अरे मुख्यमंत्री की पत्नी है, उसके पति को जेल में डाल दिया गया है, वो है।
संजीव जी एक मिनट, सुन लिया आपको, सुनिए पद्मजा, दुविधा यही है, सीएम तो बनाना है पर बनाए किसे? परिवार को बनाएंगे तो पार्टी खिलाफ है, पार्टी में से किसी को बनाएंगे तो कल को पार्टी ही अरविंद केजरीवाल को छोड़ देगी, क्योंकि करप्शन तो सिद्ध हो रही है, कोर्ट से कोई रिलीफ नहीं है। दिस इज अ बैटल ऑफ इनसिक्योरिटी दैट इज बीइंग फॉट amongst the leadership of the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi at the cost of taxpayers, at the cost of governance, and at the cost of the people of Delhi. That is what's happening.
Or maybe if we were to look at all of the developments over the last 24 hours, अगर किसी को सीएम है बनाना तो उससे पहले किसी और को ठिकाने है लगाना. Could one read that into the developments? I'll leave it at that, to the wisdom of the people. Thanks, gentlemen. Sanju Verma for joining me on Debate 1.